Welcome back to JEG's classroom. The focus of our lesson for today is about the plural form of regular nouns. What is a regular noun? A regular noun is a noun in singular form that does not change its spelling even when it becomes plural. When we say singular, it means one only. Look at the picture below. How many pencils do you see? There's only one pencil, right? The word pencil is a noun which is singular. Now, how about the meaning of the word plural? Plural means two or more. As you can see here, we have two or more pencils. The word pencils is a noun in plural form, which means there are many pencils. There are simple rules to follow in order to form the plural of regular nouns. It is important that you know these rules to properly transform a singular noun into plural form. Let's start with rule number 1. Regular nouns become plural by simply adding the plural suffix s or es at the end of the singular word. Let's look at the following examples. Dog plus s becomes dogs. Cat plus s becomes cats. Chair plus s becomes chairs. Table plus s becomes tables. And week plus s becomes weeks. In these examples, we simply add an s at the end of each word to make it plural. And as you can see, the spelling of each word does not change or it remains the same even after transforming it into plural form. Let's proceed to rule number 2. For regular nouns that end with s, z, sh, ch, and x, we simply add the plural suffix es at the end of the singular word. Let's look at the following examples of words that end with these letters. Class plus es becomes classes. Buzz plus es becomes buzzes. Ash plus es becomes ashes. Church plus es becomes churches. Box plus es becomes boxes. As you can see, in these examples, we simply add an es at the end of each word to make it plural. And as you can notice as well, the spelling of each regular noun or word remains the same even after transforming it into its plural form. Let's take a look into rule number 3. For regular nouns that end in o, there are 2 steps to follow. Step 1. When a word or noun ends in o and there is a vowel before the letter o, simply add the plural suffix s at the end of the word. When we say vowel, these are the letters a, e, I, o, and u in the alphabet. Now let's see some examples. The first one is the word radio. As you can see, the word radio ends in O, and before the letter O, there is an I, which is also a vowel. And it says that in rule number 3, step 1, when a word ends in O and with a vowel before letter O, we should only add an S to make it plural. Now let's see. Radio plus S becomes radios. Ratio plus S becomes ratios. Studio becomes studios. And portfolio becomes portfolios. Let's discuss step 2. When a word or noun ends in O and there is a consonant before the letter O, simply add the plural suffix es at the end of the word. Remember that when we say consonant, these are the letters in the alphabet except A, E, I, O, and U, which are vowels. Let's see some examples. The first word is tomato. As you can see, the word tomato ends in letter O. And before the letter O, there is a letter T, which is a consonant letter. Now, to make this word plural, all you have to do is to add es at the end of the word. Therefore, the word tomato becomes tomatoes. The word potato becomes potatoes. Hero, heroes. Mosquito, mosquitoes. And echo, echoes. Bear in mind that there are exceptions to rule number 3. There are nouns or words that end in O that do not use the plural suffix es. These words are exceptions to the rule, and the plural suffix s must be used instead even though these nouns have consonant letters before O. When we say exceptions, these words are not covered by the rule as we have previously discussed. Now let's see some examples. The first word is photo. If we add an s with this word, it will become photos. We only add an s even though it ends with O and there is a consonant letter before the letter O, because the word photo is one of the exceptions to the rule. Let's see some examples. Demo becomes demos. Solo, solos. Expo, expos. Memo, memos. Another set of examples would be piano, pianos. Zero, zeros. Bolo, bolos. Taco, tacos. And avocado, avocados. Remember to memorize these exceptions to avoid mistakes in the future. Let's discuss the last rule, which is rule number 4. For regular nouns that end with Y, F, and FE, there are 3 steps to follow. Step 1. When a word ends in Y and there is a consonant before Y, change the Y to I and add ES to make it plural. For example, the word sky ends in Y. If we are going to make it plural, we have to change the Y to I and add ES. Now, the word sky becomes skies. This is the plural form of the singular word sky. Next example, candy, change Y to I plus ES, becomes candies. Supply, change Y to I plus ES, becomes supplies. For step 2, when a word ends in Y and there is a vowel before Y, we simply add an S to make the word plural. For example, alloy becomes alloys. Monkey, monkeys. Day, days. Clay, clays. Toy, toys. As you can see here, it ends in Y and there is a vowel before the letter Y. If this is the case, simply add an S to make the word plural. Step 3. When a word ends in F or FE, change the F to V and add ES to make the word plural. Let's see some examples. The word leaf ends in F, and to make it plural, we have to change the F to V and add ES. Now we will have leaves. Leaves is the plural form of the singular word leaf. Next example. The word life ends with FE. To make it plural, you have to change the FE to V and add ES for you to have lives. Lives is the plural form of the singular word life. Next, shelf. Change the F to V and add ES, you will have shelves. Knife. Change the FE to V plus ES, you will have knives. And wolf, change the F to V plus ES, and you will have wolves. There are exceptions to the rule number 4 because there are some regular nouns that add an S only at the end of the word to make it plural, such as the following. Chief becomes chiefs. Reef becomes reefs. Roof, roofs. Cliff, cliffs. Notice that we only add an S to each word and not ES. Adding an ES is wrong because these words are exceptions to the rule and you have to memorize this to avoid mistakes in the future. Never spell these words in this way because this is incorrect. Thank you for watching this lesson video. I hope you learned a lot today. Our next topic to discuss is about how to form the plural of irregular nouns. So don't forget to visit this channel again to learn about that topic. See you soon!
Please subscribe to support my channel. Hit like and share and click the notification bell for more updates. See you on our next class!